Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to show you 3 easy secrets to playing great punk rock guitar. But before we begin, please like and subscribe so you get notified every time I put new videos up just like these. And check out my website, scottobryanguitar.com. I have the tab for hundreds of punk, rock, and grunge songs up there. And here we go. All right, so just a quick disclaimer before we get started. I know there's a lot of different styles of punk rock and a lot of different styles of bands that fall under the punk rock umbrella. So obviously these secrets aren't going to necessarily apply to all of them, but these secrets really apply to, I guess, the general understanding of what punk guitar sounds like. So 3 main emotions I feel like are most associated with punk music, and those are aggression, angst, and urgency. Now, again, this is general, but this is kind of an overarching theme in punk rock. So what we want to think about is, how do we get these emotions across in our playing? How do we get aggression, angst, and urgency across in our guitar playing? Now, we have different tools when we play guitar to create different emotional responses. We can play in minor keys if we want to evoke sad emotions or something that's melancholy. We can play in major keys if we want to evoke something that's happy. But the 3 keys I want to talk about today as far as creating a good punk rock guitar playing style is tone, the speed of playing, and your pick attack. So when we think about different aspects of our playing, like tone, speed of playing, and pick attack, when we're playing punk rock or any style of music, we want to think about, and specifically for punk rock, we want to think about how do we use our tone or the speed of playing or our pick attack to create the emotion of aggression, angst, or urgency. The speed of the songs can create those emotions we talk about: aggression, angst, urgency. So you can use speed similar to like how Minor Threat does. So for example, we can take Minor Threat's song Filler. And so in this song, they play very fast. It creates that aggressive sound. It creates that sense of urgency. And then they also create some angst in that song by the kind of some of the choices they make with fills. So when we get to the chorus part, it goes like this. So the fills that are used in that first half of that chorus, they barely fit because the song is so fast. They barely fit in between the chord changes. And so in a lot of them, like if you listen to the record, they're like not even completed before he goes into the next chord, which creates this sense of urgency. It's like this song is so urgent that we aren't even going to complete like the fills. We're just going to be kind of out of control. Like we're like riding that line between like chaos and like order. So that's another way speed can be used to create all those emotions. So like we could have played that fill like a more simple fill that just kind of fits and is easy for the transition, but it wouldn't sound as urgent. So like, for example, you could play it like... You could play it like that, and it wouldn't sound as urgent, but the fact that like it feels like there's not enough time to fit that fill in there and it's a little out of control adds to the urgency of the song. You can use your pick attack to create more urgency, more angst, more aggression. A alternate strumming pick attack is less aggressive, has less angst because it's very smooth, and has less urgency because it usually fits within the rhythm really well. Now that's not 100%. There's ways you can do alternate strumming so that it can have that sense of urgency and angst. But what we're talking about here is maybe a choice between playing with alternate strumming or just playing all downstrokes. And most of the time, if you're playing with all downstrokes in a fast punk style song, it's going to be almost difficult to stay on the beat. And so you're going to kind of create this sense of urgency and angst and it's going to be a very aggressive pick attack as opposed to like a smoother up and down strumming. So I'll show you in Black Flag Nervous Breakdown, I'll show you kind of 2 different versions and you can kind of hear the difference. So we'll start with an alternate strumming pick attack and you can hear it. So that's alternate strumming, and now we'll do all down strums. So especially on that ascending kind of bridge part, you can really hear the aggression, the urgency of that strumming, as opposed to, which is a little nicer, a little smoother, maybe a little bit more, I guess, professional sounding. But the all downward strumming pattern really evokes more of those emotions we talked about. So as far as tone is concerned, when we're creating our tone, we want to think about those three aspects. So if we're playing with a clean tone, it's going to be hard to create a lot of aggression or urgency. You can play fast and kind of choppy to create some urgency, but typically you want a distorted tone. But with distorted tone, you have to kind of strike a balance, because as you increase the amount of distortion, you're going to decrease the distinction between your notes. So what tends to happen as you increase the distortion, you might feel like it's a little bit more of an aggressive tone, but you're going to kind of decrease the angst or the urgency of your playing, because you're not going to be able to use other tools to clarify between your chords. So what I like to do to kind of strike a balance between aggression, angst, and urgency in my playing is I like to create a distorted tone that is most reminiscent of like the early bands like maybe Black Flag or the Ramones. We're talking about like a minimal amount of distortion that mimics like an overdriven tube amp. I feel like the overdriven tube amp that's like pushed to the edge is a good balance between aggression with the amount of distortion, the angst with the overall tone, and the urgency where you can hear the individual notes of the chords without it getting too muddy and having all the kind of chords run together. So if you want a kind of easy, simple, budget-friendly way to get that basic kind of tone, I recommend a tube amp. I know Fender Twins are not cheap, but you can get like a Fender Champ amp. You can get other tube amps, which they might not sound exactly like Fenders, but they have that kind of tube-driven sound. And the next thing I would recommend is a Boss DS1 distortion pedal. You can get a wide variety of distortion out of it, and you're going to want to keep it like clocked at like the 9 o'clock position, like maybe like 2 or 3 on the dial, maybe a little bit more, depending on your guitar and your pickups. But you're going to want to keep that distortion so that there's enough fuzz and crunch, but not so that you're completely distorted so that you can't create that kind of urgent sound. So here's an example of that setup. I've got my Fender Twin Reverb. There's no distorted channel or anything on this. This is a clean amp with lots of headroom. And I've got my Boss DS1 distortion pedal, like the tone's like pretty much right in the middle, and then the distortion's at like 9 o'clock. And so here's the kind of tone you get. So you've got like a good driven aggressive sound, but you can also distinguish between the notes and the picking attack. So you can hear each strum, as opposed to some sounds where you're way overdriven and it just kind of all blends together. So to summarize, when you're playing punk rock guitar, you want to kind of evoke those emotions I talked about: aggression, angst, and urgency. And our 3 main tools to create those emotions are the tone you use, the speed of your playing, and your pick attack. So mess around with those ideas and see what you come up with. Again, there's no right or wrong. There's no rules to this. There's a lot of examples of bands who do the exact opposite, who can still create those emotions. These are just general guidelines that you can use to incorporate in your playing to get that punk rock kind of sound. So that's it for this one. Remember to like and subscribe, and check out my website, scottobryanguitar.com. I have the tab for hundreds of punk rock and grunge songs up there, plus some other resources, and I'll see you guys next time.